Hey everybody, it's your boy Jack here with your girl Danny.
Hey!
Today is the new Survivor Podcastaway.
That's right.
We are going to be talking about episode 4 and 5 in our bi-monthly podcast. So yeah,
let's jump into it.
Yeah, break it down.
Alright, so the first thing we see in the last episode is everyone coming back from tribal disgruntled at Michael because he was trying to pull the wool over people's eyes there a little bit. You know, he's playing a sneaky game.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people underestimated him because he's young. They don't even know how young he is, but they think he's like 20 or 22 or whatever. And they just thought he was some dumb jock. But like, he like actually like really tried to trick people with that like fake idol thing, you know, and like trying to flip the votes.
Yeah, it was interesting because he was sort of like apologizing, like didn't really mean to attack anybody or anything, and like I get that, like it's obviously like important and stuff, like no regrets, but like also as well, like at least he's like being like sort of classy about it and like apologizing and that kind of thing.
You have to save face in Survivor, right?
Yeah. Just
to keep like the social ties strong. But I think, you know, you gotta also play. Like I think he did everything right there. I would have lied too. I think that was smart.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. Like they don't know anything. Like because this whole Ghost Island thing, you know, and you could get any advantage. So why not just make one up? You know?
Yeah.
Why
exactly.
not? If it's gonna help you. Ultimately, he picked the wrong person. And I think he was kicking himself for it. But what can you do?
Yeah. And like you can get the whole like regret and everything, but like at the end of the day, it's a game, and like that's it. It's all about luck. All about what the Survivor gods are willing to do.
That's true. Those Survivor gods are tricky. I feel bad for him. But you know what? Maybe he'll find a way to persevere. I think Michael, honestly, he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's sneaky, he's smart. Like and he's strong. Like he's kind of got the whole package. And he's young, he's agile. So I think he'll be fine. Yeah. I think his teammates may have some to worry about, but I think he can be sneaky and slip into cracks, you know, and find situations that benefit him. So I'm not too worried for him.
It's also interesting too because like he did talk about like he said like I know he said a line either in the last few episodes or like in these episodes about how like he's been watching the show since he was like 10 or something.
Yeah.
And like previously he said he's been watching it since he's been 8. But he did that. Why? Because he's lying about his age. And that's like one part that I love about him is like that little level of detail there is just really important.
Yeah, keep the story consistent. He is a smart guy.
Smart guy.
He's like a full package. So like he's one of the top ones I'm rooting for, I think. I'd give him a shot. And imagine him winning, like this little 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Like that'd be so dope.
That'd be so awesome.
Yeah. So that was good. And then we kind of moved right into reward after that, which was a really interesting comp where they all had to kind of like collect everything and like puzzle pieces and throw the little thing. Mostly the only thing I really remember and love from it was Chris. I was like, Chris, you fucking slayed. You were so good. I always feel like I shouldn't swear, but he fucking slayed. He was so good. I was so impressed. That was like the only part of the challenge like that stuck in my mind because like he did not miss a throw. No. Like everything hit the target like perfectly. Like there was no challenge. And then they cut to Sebastian. He's like, and then it misses. And I'm like, oh my god. And his team's just looking back like. It was painful to watch. I felt so bad for him. But like, you know, someone had to take that hit. So like compared to Chris, everyone's gonna look bad. Yeah, and like you know too, like I like how it was like in the beginning because the beginning of the challenge you have to like hop over all like the like fences or whatever, and like it was sort of interesting to see like okay, you have like Chris and like him first, and I think Wendell was next, and like seeing everybody like cross through, and it was just sort of seeing like everybody's like physical abilities and stuff was interesting. Along with that though as well, like I like that like competition and like it was cool, and like they were like whipping all the like all like they had to like throw all the like sandbags to like the sandbag spot like. And then they missed one on the other side. Like, was it Malolo? I think it was Malolo.
I think it was
that
Malolo.
Missed, and they're like, oh, and they scramble back and throw it in. Yeah, it's all attention to detail and stuff, small stuff like that. But that was a nice challenge to watch. A little physical, a little accuracy, some fine motor skills, you know. Yeah.
Not really mental, but like,
no, not really.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
It's a nice break from the puzzles, though. I feel like we've seen a lot of puzzles this season. Oh, yeah. And in the future episodes we're going to be talking about now, we see puzzles. So
yeah, for sure. It's
good to throw a little, especially for a reward. You know, you don't have to make it so multifaceted. Like you have physical, you have mental. Like if it's just a reward, which by the way we didn't even say the reward was coffee and pastries. So it ended up being Naviti obviously because Chris pulled through. But yeah, if it's a reward, I don't mind if it's just physical or just mental.
For sure.
Or like just endurance once it comes to individual immunity or individual whatever rewards. So I don't really mind that. But for an immunity, I feel like it has to be a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But yeah, I was really happy about Navidi winning because Chris definitely pulled through, and like I think they deserved it.
Yeah, and I think it was a good it was a good comp, and then part of it though too is like I think Chris is sort of going through like his own like emotional journey. Like we've seen it with him being in Ghost Island, and like I like how like we get to see his journey and like sort of a bit of a comforting moment for him. So I like that, and like I like how like it sort of maybe helps the tribe dynamic too in a way. So yeah.
True. I also like the part when he won. He's like, I just really wanted pastries. Like he yelled, and I was like, oh my god, me! I also really want pastries. But
and he's like, I grab all the chocolate ones, got the dibs on those, and I'm like, yeah, exactly.
And they give it to him.
Yeah,
like because he basically brought it to them. Oh, that was so funny. That would be me on like Survivor, just waiting for the next reward to get chocolate pastries. Loved it. So I was happy for him. I think they deserved it. I mean, but Navidi's been steamrolling, so like, it kind of gets. I almost am like, okay, they won again, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, okay. I have to admit, I did like it though, because it's sort of like in a way, it's sort of like Survivor Palau, where you had like Oolong as like the cursed tribe and everything, and like I just liked that and everything.
Yeah,
I sort of still want like personally like part of my Survivor collection, I'd want to get like a core buff.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be super cool. Yeah. You should. Okay, now I know what to get for your birthday. It's on phone. But I also think it was great that they won the pastries because it gave a chance for Donovan and Chris to kind of build a relationship. I mean, obviously for Chris, it seemed like it was strategy. But Donovan, like, and I do think it was genuine too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make that shit up.
No.
Or else you're, like, really rude. And they're talking about how they're both caregivers to their mothers or to their grandmother, like, for Donovan. I thought that was so cute.
Yeah, that was a really sweet moment.
Yeah.
Like, I like that just because it was, like, you get a whole, like, loving and, like sort of what I like about this season is their editing style. Because, like, the way that they're editing the show, there's always at least one or two moments where you get to learn about how, Castaway's, like, past moments and everything. And, like, I really like that because, like, you get at least a lot of, like, story in there as well of, like, who these people are, not just as people, not just as players, but, like, you get this as, like, a story and, like, who these people are and why they're here.
Yeah, we were just talking about that off camera. And then you were saying, like, how it's so nice how they're editing it, like, less about their strategy and more about their personal story arc and, like, how Survivor, like, elicits emotions and, like, how they've grown as people or how their life is back home and how it relates to Survivor. And how everything can just, like, kind of, like, bring out certain emotions or certain things. Like, it's kind of nice how it kind of makes them seem more three-dimensional as opposed to just, oh, I'm Boss Rob, this is my game. I'm, you know, like it's just less, it's more, like, realistic. You see all sides of the coin, the good, the bad, the ugly, the emotional. Yeah, which I like.
I think, though, too, like, how, like, throughout the whole series, we've gotten to a point now where it's not really about establishing the society, like the society of like each camp and everything, and how each one is different from each other. It's a lot more about who these people are and how they sort of function in said society that each one is in. Sure. And I think that's what's really interesting about this. Like I think like going on to like our fourth like level, because like each season has its own generational like differences and stuff, and like this season's I think is a lot more about personal stories and everything, and I really like that. I agree full-heartedly. I think it's more like relatable for the viewer as well. Like you can make strong emotional connections with these castaways that you can actually really relate to, like, because it's hard to relate to someone who's in this crazy made-up situation that you're never going to experience. Like a lot of people aren't going to experience being trapped on an island with all these people. So it's kind of nice to say, like, oh, you know, this person has something that's related to me. You get these kind of, like, and then you can really root for them, you know? Yeah. Because you really kind of know their story, which I think I agree. I really do like the editing and this kind of, how you said, generation. Survivor. So it's great. Anyways, do you want to move on to reward? Or not reward, immunity? Or Ghost Island. Oh, Ghost Island. Oh, my God, we totally skipped.
Sorry, guys. Ghost Island, yes. Do you want to cover Ghost Island? What happens?
So they at the reward challenge they pick rocks because they don't want to make up their own minds and stuff.
It's because the Malolo and Navidi, you know, they're mishmash.
They're such. I love it how divided they are too, and like I like that. So they ended up picking rocks, and it was Steph who goes to Ghost Island. Unfortunately, though, she didn't pick it. Like she didn't get anything. She didn't get to play. And like she sort of got to reflect and everything, and we got this really great beginning of her edit and everything, and as a player and stuff, and I like that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, just like we were talking before, like you get that kind of personal aspect. Like she's out here for her kids, show them that she can do anything she puts her mind to. So it fits in with that theme of how they're editing it, which was really nice. I kind of felt bad for her though, because like she's on like the loser side of her tribe, and she didn't even get a chance to like kind of bid her vote to get a chance to play, which sucks. And honestly, like how many people have gotten the opportunity? 2 or 3? Like I feel like they should have done it like more.
They've been like 3 or 4. Like,
oh really?
Or I think it's like 4 because they did Jonathan, Afro dude, I forget his name, the guy with the afro who got a second evictee or second voted out.
Oh, Jacob.
Yeah. And then you've had Chris.
Yeah.
Steph, Kellen.
Yeah.
You've had 5 people.
5 people, but how many people have gotten a chance to play? 2, right? Jacob,
Jacob, because he got the legacy advantage. You got
not Kellen.
Not Kellen.
Not Steph.
Not Chris.
Not Chris.
Or no, Kellen did, but she just didn't.
Oh, you're right. She said no. Yeah. That's why I feel like it's been nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, like this whole Ghost Island thing, no one's been doing it, but it's because Kellen said no, and I feel like that's why. If I had the opportunity, girl, take my boat, take my life, take everything I own, like give me that advantage.
Take my firstborn child.
That's
like,
right.
Cares?
I don't care. Take all my belongings, take my specialty item. Like I'm done.
Yeah.
But no, okay. That's why I was thinking about it. Yeah. So she didn't get a chance to play. It kind of sucks because she's on the outs. But hopefully she wins reward. Will she? Who knows? And now we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about immunity, yeah?
Yes. I keep on saying reward. Sorry, guys. Immunity. Yes, immunity was that was a really fun one to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how they put the bridges, like, in the water, and, like, they were like, oh, like, you know, the waves.
And it was, like, wobbly and stuff.
And that was awesome. And the boogie board, oh, my God, I love watching them going, like, and then we're just going, that was so good. That was a really fun challenge. The boogie board challenge was, like, iconic.
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked Desiree to do the physical part, personally. But she actually did okay.
Yeah.
She did okay.
I like how she, like, there was this whole moment where she, like, her head was just, like, and it was, like, all the water. It's, like, it was sort of, like, a really cool, like, meme if you could, like, zoom up and, like, crop it out. Like, when you're having a bad day, like, or bad hair day or something, like, you just want to hide or something. I don't know.
That's literally so true. And then she was, like, go, but she was under the water, so she was, like, oh. They still pulled her in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was dramatic.
It was so quick though. I love that challenge because of that.
I would just love for people like that. Just looks like fun at the cottage.
Yeah.
You know, like pull me in. But it was actually really good, and they were pretty like even for most of the competition, I'd say. I mean, Malolo was dragging a bit on the boogie board, right? Because they had Desiree who was a little slow getting on, and then whoever was next, I remember they were kind of slow, flipped over sideways or whatever.
Yeah.
So but mostly they were pretty even.
Yeah.
And they got their, we had Navidi, like, trying their combination a lot. But the thing is, that's luck, right? It's luck. If you get 3 numbers right away, perfect, you're good. But because they didn't get lucky, like, Malolo caught right up to them. And they ended up at the slide puzzle around the same time. Yeah. And, I mean, I don't think Malolo's ever really done great on the slide puzzle. No. Old Malolo, new Malolo.
Malolo's just a cursed tribe, but
I know, right? I honestly feel so bad. So Navidi took it home. That was a cool slide puzzle, though. We were talking about it before. It looked really sick. I like how you could, like, put the letters up and move around. Yeah. It was
a really interesting puzzle because it's like you had to, like, because you had to move everything around. Like, there's a degree of strategy there. And, like, I really did like that strategy. And I think it was a really cool, like, strategy to have. And like, just puzzle overall. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. And, I mean, it was pretty obvious what it was, like, Ghost Island. Especially when they had that blocker there. And it was, like, 5 letters. And, like, island, you know, like, you can kind of tell. But I liked it. And, obviously, Navidi won again. I feel so bad for Malolo. Yeah. Like, it's rough. So they had to go back to the beach and hustle all the OG Malolos on Malolo. Yeah. So Michael, Jenna, and Steph.
Steph, yes. Those three had to hustle for votes. But really, it's kind of hard because you're competing against your friends.
Yeah. It's hard, too, because it's like, okay, there's like only like, what, four people you have to campaign to? Like, you have like Chelsea, Bradley, the two other people, I forget who. Sorry.
Sorry, you're not getting enough confessionals.
Yeah. But yeah, like it was just sort of interesting seeing them, like the four of them just sort of try to figure out who they want and stuff. And like, I like that. Like it was sort of brutal because it's like you have to think about it in your position. Like if you were in their shoes, like, what would you do to like be different? That's
true. I think Michael's position was valid. Like he said he would be, like he's like, hey guys, like we're losing big time. Malolo sucks. And I'm a good physical player. Like I'm good mentally and I'm good physically. So like I think compared to the other two that were there, I'd say yeah. I mean, Steph is obviously physical to an extent because she's like a yoga instructor / teacher. But he's like physically like strong, like muscly. So I think that's a valid thing that no one else could argue that was on his side, right? So I think Michael, like, he proved himself. And then between Steph and Jenna's got her flirt on with her boy Sebastian. Yeah. She's like, I'll braid your hair, boy. Like, no worries. It's fine. And, like, she's eye candy. And then he's like, if she's going to flirt with me, I'll keep her around. I was like, ew, you're gross. But, like, you got to use your assets. Like, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't go on the show. And I would do the same damn thing. If my ass on the block, girl, I'll braid your hair. I'll flirt with you. I don't care. Anything to stay in.
Like, nothing's going to happen, but, like, still, if it's going to get me further, why not?
That's what I'm saying. You have to use everything. If your name is on the chopping block, girl, I'm going to try everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything. So I don't even shame Jenna one bit. Girl, you work what you have, 100%. And Steph, I guess her angle was more like, I'm doing this for my family. Yeah. Like, this is something I want to show my children that I'm able to do. Like, I want to show them that, like, my mom can do anything. Yeah, you can follow your dreams. And that was sweet, too. Yeah. But that doesn't help people.
Yeah, like you're not really posing an idea of, like, where you would want to go with them strategically or where your head is at in the game moving forward and, like, everything like that. And, like, at least the two of them have an idea of, like, where they would want to go in the future, whereas, like, Stephanie is just sort of like, like, I'm just going to do my own thing and, like, sort of be individual. Like, this is why I'm playing the game. Like, going forward, I'm going to still do the same thing. It's like, no, you need to have a game plan. And I don't know if she necessarily did.
I agree. Yeah, she didn't talk enough game, like, about, exactly what her future plans were, like, why they should keep her around. She didn't really convince me. She didn't obviously convince them because she went out unanimously. Like, even, like, everyone else would have her too. But then I also get that the old Malolo, what's the use? Like, they know it's going to be one of them. They don't really have to save face. They know, like, it might as well just appease the Navidi and vote with the tribe.
Mm-hmm. And, like, the Navidi, like, the Navidi have proven that they are a, like, strong force and loyal to each other.
Yeah, they are, like, damn loyal to each other. Oh, yeah. Like, it's wild.
That's going to be a really interesting merge.
Yeah. I mean, what if it's all them? I mean, then good for them, but... Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean, it's working out for them. I'm not mad. So, I mean, Steph left. I can't say I care that much. That's so rude. Yeah. I mean, I don't, though. I mean, Steph was fine. But I never really thought she was going to win. Yeah. So I'm not like, oh, no.
Like, I think the thing is she played a really good game at the beginning, but she had a really great edit at the beginning. And I think that's obvious for, like, why her as a threat is like like her edit really helped like determine her fate in a way, and like it's not like a winner's edit. No, like it's pretty true and like very big at the beginning, and it was obvious to her demise. Yeah. And all like even going to Ghost Island, like seeing Desiree like search through her bag, which I don't even think is rough. Like in the like I thought you weren't even supposed to be near somebody's personal stuff. Like I agree. I'm sorry. Like what are you doing? Like get out of her stuff.
That was rough.
That was rough. Because last time I checked, you can't steal an idol out of somebody's bag.
Yeah, you can't steal it, but maybe she was like trying to see. Well, if she had it, we should like split the votes. Yeah. But still, that's so sneaky. But like, would I do it? Who knows? I probably would. Yeah. But that's still like to watch. I'm like, ooh, that's dirty. That's wrong. Like, that's ooh. But I mean, you do what you gotta do.
And like, she went home unanimously too, which was sort of sad too, because it was sad. No
pity votes.
No pity votes. Nothing like that. Like, sad. I'll say a tear for
R.I.P. Steph. You played a good game. Your kids would be proud.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you're watching this, but if you are, your kids would be proud, you know?
We're happy for you.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, just to get on the show, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, hurrah to you.
Bye.
And that was all of episode 4, pretty much. Do you want to roll into 5?
Why not?
All right. So 5 starts off with a bang because right away we go to a tribe swap, which I was kind of feeling. I felt like it was time for a tribe swap, even though we just recently had one. But the way they're just pagonging that, like, Malolo tribe, it's kind of just like they needed something had to budge.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it to split to 3 tribes.
I know, that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Like, we had the 3 tribes. We had the Malolo, the Naviti, and the new tribe, Yana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think nobody wanted to be on Yana.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, like, it was I'm like, I can get the 3 tribes. I think that would be an interesting divide. But also as well, you have 5 people in 3 tribes, with with all 3 of them being 3 Naviti, 2 Malolo.
Right?
And,
I feel so bad for
that
them.
was just sad too, because it's like they have a huge opportunity to get effed over.
Well, yeah, they've been getting effed over the whole game, but it's because they sucked at the beginning, sure. But that was only like 2 episodes, and then they got royally screwed for the rest of it.
Yeah,
which
and
sucks.
then they got the tribe swap, and then the second, like, this tribe swap.
Yeah, they don't win anything. So it's basically like whatever team loses, or whatever tribe loses, whatever original Malolo is on that is gonna go.
Yeah.
Sucks. I feel bad. I just feel bad. Like, I just feel like it's like, to be in that situation, you have like no wiggle room.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, it's still interesting, and honestly, I think in 2 episodes it's gonna be a merge. It has to be, unless they do another tribe swap, but I doubt it.
Well, see, the thing is, though, too, I think since Dominic has the legacy advantage, him, like, there's a huge possibility for him, like, at 13, because they're at 15 now, or 15 now in episode 5. So in 2, I think it's 2 more tribals until he can use that legacy advantage.
True.
So it's going to be interesting if there is a merge there.
Oh.
If he uses that legacy
that would be
advantage.
so dope. I would be
awesome.
so excited. That would be sick. I totally forgot I even had that, because we haven't really talked about that in a while. Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh my god, I would love that. That would at least shake things up. Oh my god, I'm so sick of the old Malolo people going home every week.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That's what happens this week too. It's so frustrating. It's like, come on, give me some quality TV. I want good TV, you know? But what can you do? I mean, it's not bad TV, but I want to see something get shaken up. They're just so loyal.
I know, and like, I don't know. See, part of me is like, I'm interested in that because, like, I like that. Like, it's something I've never really seen before on Survivor, where although the tribes have been like switched up and swapped and everything, they all stay loyal to each other.
Weird.
And it's like a really interesting thing. Like, I don't know if that's like a societal impact in Western society through social media or something, that they all want to stay loyal to each other, or if it's a Survivor thing where they all, like, although they are separated from each other, they want to be loyal. But I find that just incredibly fascinating on why they are so loyal to each other, even though they are all separated. And the question that I would have is with the loyal Naviti, once you get to the merge, once it's all the Malolo out, then what's happened?
Trust clusters.
Trust clusters here, people. That's going to get interesting if that does end up happening.
That'd be cool, though. That's probably what's going to happen. Whoever has created more of a strong bond, they'll just go with them. And then, like, have sub-alliances. Because you have to cannibalize on yourself eventually. Like, there's only so many more Malolo left. What, there's 6 out of 15? Isn't that math?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6?
Yeah, 6 out of 15.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Whatever. They're going to have to cannibalize each other eventually. But for now, let's just say who's on what team. I guess tribe. So Malolo, the new Malolo, we have Angela, Desiree, James, Kellen, and Mike. Oh, Michael.
Michael.
Michael. And then Naviti, we have Bradley, Chelsea, Dominic, I should say, Jonathan, and Libby. And then the new Yana, right?
The new, like, green tribe.
Yes, green tribe is Chris, Jenna, Laurel, Sebastian, and Wendell. And Sebastian and Wendell's little, like, reunion was so cute.
That was such a cute
And that was smart on Wendell, because, like, you know that Sebastian, like, cares about that stuff. That was a good, like, if I don't even know if he was thinking about it that way, but it's a good social play.
Yeah,
very good.
For sure.
And I, even the little conch shell.
That was really cute, especially too when you have like, because you only have so many like small numbers on this tribe. Like it's important for relationships now to build them like very strongly. Like on a bigger tribe, like you have to create lesser relationships rather than being on a smaller tribe. Just because like on a smaller tribe, like a lot more people need to be dependent on you in order to survive.
True, very true. I thought it was a smart move, and now I like Wendell a lot. So we kind of just got like a little taste of each tribe before we went into the challenge. So that was our little taste of Sebastian and Wendell being super sweet.
Yeah.
And that was nice. That was a good way to kind of like go into it. And we also got like the funniest confessional moment I've ever like of the whole season probably. Which Chris is such a multifaceted like whack ball of craziness. Like he's a male model. He's played every sport, volleyball, baseball. He was the pitcher. He's traveled, but he's also really smart. But he doesn't tell people he's a model. But then it was so funny how he's like, I think I'm really humble. And like, it's hard when you're good. Thanks. And then like, it's like the flashback to him talking to Laurel, and Laurel's like, I'm an athlete and I graduated from like a fucking Ivy League school. Like, stop talking to me. Like, I know, like, you think you're so great, but I'm the best. And I was like, oh my god, it was so funny though. It was so
hilarious.
Funny.
And I was just like, yes, Laurel, like shut him out. Like
right?
I can get why she wasn't really loyal to him on the Navidi tribe.
Yeah, they definitely, I'm sure they clash because like they both are successful in life, but then like they have ways to go about it. Like, you know, Laurel is more like reserved, like she knows she's smart probably, I'm sure. But she's more reserved about it, she's more chill, whereas Chris is more like, hey guys, did you know that I'm the best? And they're like, cool. And I love that like he was like, but I'm humble. Like, or not like he's like, oh, you know, it's hard to be good at things or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, he thinks he's so good at the social game, which makes me mad. He's not terrible either, because the thing like when he was talking to Jonathan, that was prime. That was prime.
Yeah.
But sometimes he's so like not self-aware. I'm like, dude, but that was so funny. That was the funniest confessional.
Hilarious.
That was good. So we got a little taste of Chris with Laurel on his new tribe, which was the Yana tribe, which I kind of like Yana.
Yeah, I like the name too.
Yeah, right? And then we also had Angela going off. That was good too. The betray party.
Yeah, Angela betray party.
I'm over this shit. Like, they were going to vote me out. Like, she was just exposing the whole tea. Like, that's valuable
she was like, here is all the cracks in the old, like, Navidi tribe.
Right?
Here it is. Let's dissect it.
I thought that was dumb. That's power, girl. You keep that to yourself, homie.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm the biggest, like, I have the biggest mouth I know of anyone. So, like, if I were on that beach, I'd be like, girl, you want to know what happened? And, like, I would have definitely spilled the tea. But I still feel like knowledge is power. You gotta keep your mouth shut sometimes, you know? Or use that when you want them on your side, come merge.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, that's information you want then.
Don't just be coming for their weaves, even though like most of them aren't even on your tribe, but like you gotta be thinking about this, like thinking about
think ahead
about all this stuff. Like, come on, like if you don't think about that, then like you need to actually like, I don't know, like it's just like why are you like blurting all this information out? Like, this is your personal information that you could really be using in the future.
Exactly.
You don't, like, I get it's all emotion, but like you gotta keep your emotions in check here. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Oh, the only thing you have in the game is your word and your information. That's it. In a game like that. So, gotta keep that in mind. But, you know, she's living her life. She's spilling the tea. She's being dramatic. And I'm here for it because it's good TV. But, I mean, I was still like, girl, like, chill. And we also got a little taste of Dominic as well. He's like, I'm finally free from Chris. I don't have to feel stressed. I can finally kick my feet back. You know, I'm feeling fresh, feeling fancy, feeling good. But then he's automatically, like, suspicious of, like, people in his tribe. He's like, Libby. She's, like, you know, she's using her charm, her Southern Belle charm. Like, you know, she's dangerous. And they're already, like, even before any challenges, they're already, like, mapping out who they think is going to be, like, a threat. Which I guess is smart, but, like, I don't... Maybe it's because she's playing such a good game. I don't even see it, but Libby, I'm like, well, I don't see nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, I don't know, like, I feel like Dominic's being a bit, like, cocky and everything.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Dominic is cocky.
Yeah.
I fully agree. He talks a lot. He runs his mouth. He thinks he's top shit. Dominic's being really cocky and he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. And I feel like he really shouldn't be already putting the target on people like right when they hit the beach. Just me. I would start throwing out names maybe like when I knew I was in danger.
Yeah.
But I mean, you live your life. I don't think that Libby's super dangerous. I do think Bradley is dangerous.
Yeah, for sure.
But I haven't seen enough of Libby to really make a
firm like decision.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I do see that she's charming, whatever, but I haven't really seen her as like we haven't really heard much from Libby.
No,
so
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Yeah, and like I think so too overall. Like I think Dominic, like he's done it before. Like we've talked about it before, where like it's like, dude, like remember the first episode we were talking about him being like playing the game too hard. And It's like, dude, you may not want to do that just because if you're gonna play the game too hard, like. It may not be in your best decision because like it depends on what degree of gaming these people want to be in and everything and like that kind of thing.
That's fully true. Yeah, you gotta kind of play play for the audience that you have or like with your tribe mates. You can't like if you game way too hard and they're all just kind of like floating around, hanging, then you're gonna look like a dumbass and you're gonna be singled out. You kind of have to work with the tribe dynamic. So I feel you. Yeah, so that was kind of like we got a little intro to everyone on the beach. Like right when they hit the beach, we kind of got a snippet of each tribe and how they settled in, which was kind of nice. And then we kind of hit right into immunity challenge. See, I didn't say reward this time. I said immunity.
Look at you improving.
I know, it's great. I had to read it, but immunity challenge. And then this one is like one of my all-time favorites. They bring it back a lot. It's that like 3 blind mice, or like basically like we have the tri-mates blindfolded. And then there's like a collar on like one of those big kind of little stands. And I love it so much because it's pure chaos. You have 3 teammates like screaming over each other and people are bumping it. It's so funny. It's so good. I actually love it. So I was like living for it the whole time. Desiree was a good choice, but then she's also really bad at puzzles, so I don't know why. She's a good choice for the yelling.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's loud, so I thought that was smart.
She was like screaming. She was like,
yeah, exactly. Like you could hear her. I think all of them were a good choice for the yelling. Because they were all loud.
I think Wendell was probably the best.
Yeah.
And like I think that's just partially too just because he was like calmer. He had a good idea of like where he wanted to lead everybody. It was pretty much like it was pretty streamlined and everything, and I think that was probably for his benefit.
Yes.
I think the funniest part of this challenge was like when they the two like blind mice pairs or whatever were fighting over the puzzle piece, and it was like Chelsea scurrying up because she like grabbed the like Yana's puzzle piece and like. She like all you hear is Dominic. That's not your piece. That's not your piece.
That was so good, but she was brawling for it.
Yeah, she was.
I respect the fight in her. She was like, "Give it to me." That was good. There was a couple like gems, like even like Wendell fully just forgetting that piece on the side. I was like, dude, but it was so good. I was like LOLing, and I also liked how they were leading them across. Too. Like they were like, everyone grab my shoulder. Well, Dominic's like JK, and he was like sprinting, and they're like, Dominic, stop, and he's like, no. He just sprinted because he wanted to pull them like right away. Yeah. And I mean, for good reason because they ended up getting there and they did good. I mean, Wendell was going slow and steady, or like he was going at a moderate pace and he still forgot a puzzle piece, but.
And then he ran back.
He ran back and he made up the time, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just honestly when you're like, you're in charge. He's in charge of everyone. He's in charge of calling everyone, all the puzzle pieces. Everyone else is blindfolded, so it's a lot of pressure to have on you. So I get it.
He's basically like a parent kind of thing.
Yeah, a parent to all these like little kids. That's true.
Yeah.
But I think he did really good, and I think Wendell was a good choice because not only does his voice carry, he also is good at puzzles. Yeah. And he's like, and that's what you need because they're blindfolded doing the puzzle, which I thought was super cool.
That was such a great twist.
Yeah, that was awesome.
See, that's the thing. I would be horrible because I cannot, I'm not the best at yelling directions, especially under pressure. Like, I think it was like Desiree or Dominic, like they're like, grab the blue piece. It's like they can't see, so it's like the blue piece. Like no.
I know, right? Oh my god, that would be like I honestly can't do a puzzle if they show me the answer first and they tell me just recreate that. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at puzzles. But they pulled it out. Like Wendell was amazing. He's very good at keeping calm during those situations, and I thought he did a great job, and he ended up leading them to the first immunity victory, so they came in first and he did really well. Yeah. And that was a come from behind because he actually had to run back, so That was good. And then it was between Desiree and Dominic. And I know Dominic's kind of a hothead / like he's like really like wild and crazy, but Desiree sucks at puzzles. We all know that from like episode 1.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew where it was going. I just knew. So when Desiree lost again, aka the Malolo tribe, I was so shook. I wasn't shook, but like I was so sad that like Malolo, even at the tribe swap, still loses.
Yeah, it's like it's
in what world?
Oh my gosh, it's like, I see. Part of me would be like, if they ever did like a Ghost Island Part 2, I would love for them to bring back Malolo as a tribe.
That would be so salty, but I love it. I would have loved that.
Jeff, we should do this.
Jeff, we're sending this video in. Please watch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but like 100%. Like I think like because it would be such a redeeming factor, like the OG like redemption kind of thing, where it's
That's
like
true.
like this tribe is like cursed. Like at this point they
Right.
have not won any immunity challenges.
Suck.
Like they're just exactly they
But
suck.
There's no other way to say it. It doesn't matter who's in the tribe. It's just the name. They just suck.
Yeah.
It's just they suck. And we see in the promo. Oh, we'll talk about the promo later, but it has to do with it. It's really good. But regardless, anyways, Malolo loses again, and we go back to tribal, and Desiree's feeling really shitty because she feels like she led them kind of to failure. Which I mean, yeah. Because she was the one who's in charge of the whole challenge. But it was really nice because James even like kind of came to her and it was like, you know, don't feel too bad, you know, shit happens, and it was cute. Like, yeah,
and like, he's like, oh well, like I did it, like it happened to me before, like it did happen, and like it was interesting, both of them sort of like coming together, being like, well, I screwed up, I admitted it, you screwed up, you admitted it, like don't be emotional over it. Like I know it's hard because you've basically been to half of the Malolo tribal councils, but like. She's gonna be at every other one now because she's on the Malolo tribe. Yeah. I'm just saying. Like even if she does make it to the merge. But yeah, like it would just be like that's the one thing I would say is like it would be in like that's what's gonna be interesting about this is like the emotional impact that the Malolo tribe has and everything. And yeah, I liked it though. I like how like she like admitted it and everything.
Yeah,
and,
she was honest. She felt bad. Like I would feel terrible too if you think like that challenge relied pretty much solely on the caller. Yeah. So she did fuck up because they lost. Like it sucks because the onus really is on you. Like more than any other kind of challenge. Yeah. So at least for other challenges, you have people on the puzzle. You have people doing the physical part, and like you can mess up on the puzzle, sure, but like. That wasn't the whole challenge, you know? But that was literally the whole challenge. So I get it. And I thought it was nice that her and James like came together and it was sweet. And James has always been someone who, although didn't get a very big edit, he's been like always pleasant and nice and he's always been super like kind on all the things I've ever seen him. And I really do like James. But then we go to Tribal and I was so sad.
Before that though, I sort of wanted to mention this. What I found really interesting about this episode was no one went to Ghost Island.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah. So I guess now that we're not doing reward, or maybe they're gonna mix reward with immunity.
I don't know. Maybe next episode they may. I don't know. Like they may have just skipped an episode just because this episode was so big and like there was so much going on there.
But then how about at merge? How would they do Ghost Island rocks?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. First person out, maybe.
Yeah, because you know, think about it now. Like they have all those urns still left. Remember when you see them smashing? There's so many left. They must do rocks or something. Yeah,
I don't know. Like part of me is I'm thinking like this is the name of the season is Ghost Island itself.
They have to keep it going.
Like the one thing I'd say that I'd want to see is the fact like them actually go to Ghost Island, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
The one thing I'll say is like. Maybe if they did it where it was like the first tribe, like Malolo, like say if Malolo won, hypothetical here people, Malolo won, nobody goes to Ghost Island, but they get to pick who the second place tribe gets to go to Ghost Island. So, and it would be interesting too, because like you're like, of the 3 tribes, like there's only 5 people on the tribe. So because there's only 5 people on the tribe, it'd be interesting to see how that tribe dynamic would change. True. But I can get why maybe they wouldn't want to go to Ghost Island at this point, just because like there is so much to show more with 3 tribes.
That's true. Yeah, I get that, but I think you're right. It's gonna come back because it's the name of the like it's Survivor Ghost. Yeah, they gotta kind of have to make it happen. But I did miss it this week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad. But it'll come back for sure. And it's definitely going to be someone who's going to play the game next time. I guarantee it. Mark my words, this is going to go up before it's on. So if I'm right,
yeah,
we're going to set up a P.O. box.
Yeah.
We're going to set an Amazon wish list. You know, we're going to set it all up if I'm right. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about that. And yeah, so I hope next week we see something a little better.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go to tribal council.
And I'm sad again.
Yeah.
I did really like James. So James goes home.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Unanimously, James goes home. I think now they're just doing unanimous votes because they know that it's going to be in Malolo, so there's no use trying to go against Navidi. Maybe it'll help them in the future to not go against them. I get that, I guess.
I think the one thing that's interesting is like, didn't Mike Michael get incorporated into that vote?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he knew.
Yeah. So like, I think he's sort of at this point like an honorary Navidi person.
Yeah, that's true. He's very good at like slipping in.
Yeah, and like obviously, but like I think that's sort of obvious. Like that's a really good point in his game where it's like come the merge. I don't think he's gonna be loyal to the Malolo people.
I don't think so either. If it doesn't benefit him, he won't.
Yeah.
I don't think he cares that much about like keeping ties or like being loyal.
Like I could see him as a threat in a long-term type thing in the merge, but also as well, I feel like for him, he is going to be someone who is like could easily like a lot of the Malolo people or a lot of the Navidi people see him as like a Navidi person.
Yeah.
Now just because of like the way he's talked to people, but I don't know. It depends on how the next episode is going to go out.
That's true. Also, the merge. That's going to be a real telltale sign of if they. I think Navidi will stay strong more though. I don't know if he'll probably be the last one voted out of Malolo, but it's going to be hard to find cracks. But I think if anyone could do it at this point, I think it could be him. And I want to say Jonathan, but maybe not. But Jonathan's just so damn sweet, you know. So maybe we'll see. But yeah, I do think he's in a good spot right now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, yes, James leaves. His send out message was so nice.
It was classy.
It was so classy. He was so sweet. He was like, it's been an honor and a privilege. And like, I've never heard one so sweet that I could think of.
Yeah.
Like, I really appreciated that. I was like, damn, that was nice. Like, you just got unanimously voted out. Like, I would have been like, fuck you, bitches, I hate you all.
It's not like Cornbread from Big Brother Over the Top where he left and he was like, F y'all, and then shuts the door. No, it was nice.
It was so nice.
He was
maybe because they get a little bit of time in between. But like, if I got even then, like the second my torch would be snuffed, I'd be like, "Fuck you guys, I hate you." But that would be me. I know, bye Felicia. That would be me.
Yeah.
100% that would be me. But he was so classy. I loved it.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. James, miss you. Hope life is good. Very proud of you. Even though you didn't get a lot of airtime, every time you were on the screen, I loved it. So
yeah.
Good job, James. And then I want to talk about the preview, which I saw glimpses of, because we were talking about how Malolo's curse, like we bring it back for Ghost Island, it sucks. And then Desiree's like, we should just burn it. And they're like, what? She's like, we'll burn the flag. And they burnt the flag. And then Probst is like, you burnt the flag? And she's like, And I was like, oh my god, I want to see this go down. Like, I don't know if he's gonna, like, Probst is gonna be like, that's disrespectful to the game, or if he's gonna be like, LOL, that's funny. Like, I don't know how he's gonna react, because the way he says it kind of seems like he's gonna be like, that's disrespectful. But like, I can't tell. I don't know.
Like, on a degree of like 1 to 10, how petty is Probst gonna be? Like, that's the thing. That's the question for next episode.
That's right. Tune in 2 weeks to find out.
Yeah. But feel free to let us know like your thoughts and everything.
Yeah, we love to chat
about Survivor Ghost Island. More specifically, episode 4 and 5. If you want to check out the last week's episode, you can check it out down below. It'll be linked there, also at the end screen. Besides that, feel free to watch my Big Brother Canada Season 6 rants I do here on this channel, the reality TV Podcastaway.
That's right.
Besides that, Danny, you want to promote some stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram and Twitter, and I guess it'll be down here below somewhere here in my links. It's the same, right there. Oh, perfect, thank you. And if you guys have any questions, please comment, because we want to chat with you guys, so that would be so good, and then we could talk like in the next video, and that'd be so sweet. So yeah, and subscribe if you like our content. Yeah.
And hit post notifications because I think YouTube's being still a bit screwed up about that. But
Okay, yeah, do
hit
that
post
too.
notes.
A lot of jobs for you guys this week.
We're giving you a lot of stuff if you want to like be interested in doing that.
Yeah, but hopefully just tune in 2 weeks and we'll be covering the next 2 episodes.
Episode 6 and 7.
That's right.
So yeah, bye.
Bye guys. I can't reach it. There you go.